Second.
Alright,
Aye.
Bills are going around.
something hard to see who's been doing what, either me or Mark me.
Is that doing pretty good then?
Yes. And Danny's not here, so.
I can give a quick,
Okay, I know they did, I know they hauled all the sand in.
the sand's here,
Yep.
I don't know if they started yet or not, they were supposed to go down on the Curly Road and
Yeah, they were doing that too.
it was gonna be cold this week, so I think we're gonna head down there and do that. Plus they've been playing with getting,
Yeah, they're cleaning up culverts.
yeah. Yeah, they did some banking up and some stuff last week.
Okay, yep.
And Sean's out brush hogging.
And Sean's gonna be out in November too. He's, I guess he's taking Thanksgiving week and the week after. So, you know, we're just pretty much looking at maybe bringing Mark in or somebody in to take over. But like, if it doesn't snow in November, it doesn't really matter. But just as a heads up.
Okay.
I'm sure if Danny rolls in, he'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
No, he says, well, you gotta take, got the vacation, just so I'll use it.
Yep, no,
Oh.
for sure.
They hardly get to use this.
So I did see on Facebook tonight, and down on the reservoir, that somebody dumped a bunch of garbage and used stuff down there.
That's not unusual down there.
Reservoir.
Yeah. Somebody got a picture of a black pickup. I see them.
Is it right by that gate still?
It's right, the way it looked like in the picture, it's right at the intersection
Oh,
where you by
Oh, here you go down to
Sherwood or,
Sherwood's, yeah.
yeah.
so Danny, they're talking about somebody dumped garbage down there at the intersection of Stagecoach Road.
It might be gone because she put it on the internet, but I don't know. If you're down there, just look at it.
Did you guys get to where you're brush hogging or cutting on Pearly Road yet?
Everything else is kind of come
No.
on.
I told them about the sand, about you were headed that way, and Sean was brush hogging.
Cleaning culverts, you know, up,
Yeah, put in culverts, but now we still figured the Nation Road would be a day, but now that's 2 days. Then we gotta fix another culvert on that road.
which one's
Now there's a
that?
beaver, we gotta clean out a beaver dam.
Oh, I thought it called winch on, okay, sorry.
Can you,
Yep, on, that was down by Janet Hemingway's.
now we got one on the Nation Road.
Where's that?
Just below Mark St. Pierre's house.
Down there in the hall?
Yeah.
Okay, in the dip?
Towards-
Yeah, right there.
Towards
So the-
Kinney's, headed back that way, or?
No, the
No,
other
it's
way.
right in the
It's
dip
by
below
Ayers
Bears
Hill.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one I don't know what we're gonna do with because it's the same height on both sides of the culvert. So there's a dam further down the brook and you can't see it and I can't get to it. I don't believe, so I don't know.
Okay,
what
no,
we're gonna do there.
I'll call him tomorrow, or get a hold of him tomorrow. Sorry, I forgot about the other one.
And then, Reservoir Road, we gotta go back. What we call the stone house, we gotta dig this driveway culvert up, cause that one's plugged solid, so. Nothing.
Where's that?
Reservoir Road.
I know, but who's the stone
The
house?
first house, so
Yeah, actually,
pretty
the
close.
first house.
Oh,
On the right.
E.T. Yeah, I can spell it, but I can't say it.
And it's just, you know, we're trying to catch up on all these little oddball jobs. We were hoping to get down on Pearly Road and get that, which we still, never know, might get there.
Mhm.
Still like to build a turnaround down on the end of the water tower road too, but that's, we'll see.
Got plenty of time. Snow's not gonna apply for another month or two.
Tomorrow.
How's Jacob doing on the bush weed whacking on the guardrails?
He's still got something to do, I believe.
Well, with all of Mark's trucks running and you got Wabels for all of that stuff.
He took time out.
He's
Oh,
taking
okay.
time out because there's a lot of.
Yeah, because there's definitely some guardrail on 118 that the grass is infringing in the road.
We can't do that.
He just, on
We can't do
118,
118, or.
R118, Berkshire Center Road?
Oh, no, he'll do, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, when you said 118, I think
Yeah,
Montgomery.
Berkshire Center Road?
Okay, Berkshire
Yeah.
Center Road, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he plans on doing all of those.
Oh, okay.
I think he's, I know he's done one down by the fire station.
Mhm.
The only one that I know of left is,
Richford Road, yep.
And then there's a few.
Well, there's one just past my father-in-law's, it's coming right over in the road,
Yeah.
going, headed into West
Oh,
Berkshire.
so he, yeah, that way. He
Yeah.
hasn't done that way yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was all, I just happened to notice it,
Okay.
I said, I might as well mention it.
No, it's all good.
Blacktop, any news?
I
or-
talked to Joe the other day, he said he plans on being here the 22nd.
So instead of the middle of September, it's now the middle of October.
Because they're still pouring on the
There-
interstate.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
I don't know, just use your better judgment, and if you don't think they, I mean,
Well, the
Are
ARPA
they
money
pending
I've
or
got
whatever?
to spend.
Yeah, we kinda gotta do the ARPA one, which is
But
the
the-
North Road.
That's in North Road, right?
That's the North Road.
Everything else, yeah, if we have to, we can roll it back.
I mean, you can, but if they don't get here early enough next year, and I've gotta do that ARPA reporting, and they haven't done what they needed to do, then we have to give the money back, and I just really don't like doing that.
no,
No,
no.
but I do not like, once I think it's too cold.
Mhm.
Once a
Well, I
blacktop,
hear you.
it don't
It
stick
don't
well.
stick well,
They
I don't
don't,
think
they
it
don't,
does.
they don't have time to bond.
no.
Right.
So we'll just keep an eye on it, see what happens. Joe said he was pretty sure, but considering they were actually supposed to be here in July.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, yeah,
Is our truck built yet?
Yeah, no. I didn't even know when the due, they won't even tell us when the due date for that is anymore.
It was the
Okay.
build date.
The build date, they won't even tell us that.
Oh, they got done? It was supposed to be.
Next year, we're not worried about it now.
We don't really expect to plow snow with it, maybe till early spring
I
maybe.
was headed to Burlington today, somebody was getting a new plow truck, I see one going.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
look at that new plow truck.
Don't know.
So,
So, yeah, besides that, we've been grading, brush hogging, a little bit of everything. I graded Nation Road today. We've been busy. A lot of little catch-up things.
time consuming, move, little jobs, gotta move in and out and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tis the season, fall works upon us,
Yeah.
and the days are getting shorter,
Yeah,
or daylight is getting shorter.
new garage updates.
So everybody knows that there was a restoration plan that was out there. And everybody's had time to look at it. I did send it off to
Scott.
Scott. And have you talked to him at all to know
I-
where he's at with any of
I
that?
talked to him, he said he hadn't received it,
Yep.
and he hadn't really gone through it yet that closely.
I did blow some of the maps up, so I think I gave you one anyway, but.
I got a
Yes, I
small
did.
one.
No, I gave you that.
You were gonna blow a part that we could read.
Oh, yes, and I didn't do that. Okay, yes.
Yeah, he said he didn't
Well,
really, he said he knew he had till like next year to get it done, so he's not too worried about it.
But, okay, so,
I guess there was no paperclip for that, Jason.
Was that there?
Was that the one?
there wasn't, like, they were expecting things to be done this fall.
Oh, I thought you said that had to be done by the 25.
I think, did you read it that way?
No, we got a year.
A year.
A year.
So if you read the actual email that I put with it, that they were expecting something to be started this fall. So I will have to double check right now because
Because- Cause if we're getting to that time where there ain't gonna be any of the vegetation.
I'm just letting you know, I will put it out there and ask, we aren't getting into it because it said right on the email that she expected us to start it this fall, so I will clarify that to make sure that we don't have to start it this fall before we go any further,
Yeah.
because that's what was put.
Yeah, because what we gotta do, we gotta plant vegetation and all the trees.
No, you have to clear out and just put the good stuff back. It doesn't say you have to plant everything this year. But they expected the material to be moved.
Yeah, well, Scott probably, I'm gonna say, is expecting to do that when we start backfilling around the building. You know,
Right, so that would be perfect.
yeah, I mean,
But
that's.
you can't, yeah.
He might, that's, might be his plans, so.
All right, I'll talk to Scott and I will get a hold of Cross to make sure our timeline is right, so, okay. So Vermont Electric, Tyler came out and so he says we can use the transformer that we already have
See, that's good.
and we can come straight across the road. So Jason's gonna get a hold of Corky.
Closer this way, so.
Yeah,
Yes,
in our favor.
Yeah.
to go underneath the road and just bore that one line and put in the consolidated and the Vermont Electric, so anytime he can get out here is totally fine if you wanna get a hold of him for that,
Yep.
alright?
That sounds well.
So does anybody else have anything for the garage before we turn around here? Alright,
I guess we got one question we gotta figure out, is the trench drains in Fifth Bay. Are we doing trench drains in that Fifth Bay, or are we not doing trench?
I've left that, you know, if
We need to know.
if it's easier to get rid of it, we get rid of it. It wouldn't bother me any, or,
There's not easier, you either want them or you don't.
they're already in
Do
the
they work for you or they
plans
don't?
to be in there. That's what
We'll
we're
make it
asking.
happen.
yeah, I talked to Corey about it one day, and he said it's doable. They can just slope it all right to the door, and we can use that as a wash bay. I mean,
But wait a
There,
minute, so
there
if
is
you
no
have,
wash bay in
if
the
you
garage.
have trench drains in there, you're not gonna want it for a wash bay, because then everything is,
well, no, if they take the
There-
trench out,
There is no wash bay in the garage.
no,
Period,
no,
period.
thank you.
okay,
Yeah.
well, then we have a trench drain in there
Right. If it's on the plan,
then, okay.
And they'll just put a pipe in the hole or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they gotta do to.
So you're thinking you do want it then? Okay. I just gotta let them know, that's all. It's just a question that's coming soon. And tonight, I guess, would be the night to.
Yeah, because in
or do we-
2 weeks, it might be too late.
Yeah,
You guys wanna talk about it?
it's per the plan, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
it's-
going by the plan.
So-
It's in there.
It's in there, we're gonna,
Yep, the only kicker it's not a kicker, the only situation is in the
Was-
plans that we have, there's that dividing wall's not drawn in there.
see,
Right.
that's the question.
And now we have to put that firewall in there for the fire safety. They want that wall, and I priced that, that's all taken care of,
right.
but it's just a matter if you want,
So in Brian's pictures, he didn't draw how we would do that, or?
no, I've got no drawing.
So you don't have to have a trench drain in the fifth bay, which is still just a plain bay
Right, that's what,
for repairs and whatnot, which, yeah, so.
right. But
So you can still
on the
do-
drawings that we have, it has a trench drain in it.
Yes.
But what he was talking about is when it comes down to the floor, that drain, it's straight through, there's fire, can go down and come up through. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's what-
But the chances of fire coming down around to that trench and everything else, the building would be, you wouldn't have to worry about the rest of the building.
Right. But that's what Sean's question was.
So it's how we design it, right? Like right now you
Right.
have a print
Right,
that's got a 100-foot, whatever it is, trench drain,
Yeah.
straight trench drain.
yeah,
So now we have to put a wall in there between to leave that second bay. So what I was thinking, you're gonna come so far with the trench drain, stop it, there'll be a certain amount of, to the wall,
right,
on the other side of it, certain amount of slabs, start it again and go. And just have your pipe underneath the slab.
mhm,
They
You
connect.
pick up the two pipe,
Yep.
join them together,
Connect.
yeah,
and bring them in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna run, so what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna run a trench drain all the way down through there and then build a wall over top of it,
So what?
right, Steve?
You gotta stand there.
Ooh, you can see.
That makes sense.
Right, so we gotta start it, stop it, concrete slab, pipe it through. It's just a matter if you want it or you don't.
That's what I was thinking, like, there's
Right.
gonna be a hole underneath there.
right,
We'll design it, though. You know, I mean, you say design it, we'll figure out how to do that with quarry and concrete, how it stops and starts and all that good stuff, but if you either want it or you don't, I don't know, that's up to you guys.
Yes, in the
It
plan.
is, well, it's in the plans.
In the plan,
It's already priced, it's in the plans,
put her in.
right, so you wanna go forward with getting that trench drain on the other side, no big deal.
yeah.
Just needed to, they're gonna need to know, that's all. I think that's the only question that I had on concrete, is how you wanted that. And then tonight I brought, you can see there's some steel sample colors there.
Yeah, I figured that, but.
So you guys can, you don't have to decide that now by any means, but if you guys want, like next meeting when everybody's here, if you guys wanna pick colors,
Mhm.
you kinda need to, you know, you got a few weeks to figure that out, obviously. You got some time to figure that out, but I wanted to get it in your hands, so you guys could do some discussions.
There you go.
What's that?
Road runner blue.
Whatever you wanna do. So in that,
It's pretty obvious.
You can match Danny's truck then.
Yeah.
What color's the shed that's already there?
Frickin'
these are all your colors?
Is there an interior, right, interior, right, John?
Yep. So I'm assuming that you guys are gonna do white inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need an inside color, we need a roof color, and we need siding colors. Okay, I'll show you here. I gotta find which ones are which. This colonial panel, you guys wanna look at that, that colonial panel is what we do on the inside. It's, you can see it's kinda flatter. It's more acceptable to hanging things on the wall.
User friendly.
User friendly.
Yeah,
Something easy to wash.
yeah.
Yep. So that's inside.
This is inside.
I would say white all around inside, up and down.
Yeah, you guys can figure, you don't have to decide tonight. I just wanted to, where's the other one? Let's see here. Can't see a thing. This is typically what we do on the, it's like a standard, it's standard, corrugated steel you can see on any roof. That's the Americana. See it there?
So this is the roof?
That's the roof and yeah, that's the roof color.
The roof panels, right?
Yep.
Style, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yep.
and you're gonna just carry that on the outside wall too, or do you?
Either way, it doesn't matter if you wanna do, you can, it's your choice, you can do this one on the outside, or we can go back to the one we do on the inside. Where did we go? It's the colonial. There's so many of those options. Hey, look, you marked it, didn't you? Yeah, right there.
As you were going, I was marking.
Right there. You can do your siding in that too.
What are you doing on the gable?
See?
Just all the way up through, right?
Yeah, but if you wanna change colors on the gables, you can too.
Well, sometimes they do it just to break it.
If you want to.
I'm just,
Yeah,
No, no,
That's up to you guys.
I'm just making the mention.
yeah.
The price, you know, nothing changes. It's
Right,
If
right,
you guys wanna do a colored gable.
right,
But
right.
that's something, you might wanna mark it, you know, mark them all so you guys can have a discussion when everybody's here. You got roof,
Roof,
yep, inside, inside, maybe
Inside.
you might wanna do siding question mark.
okay.
Can I just look at that?
That one had colors too.
Siding
Yep, it's just another color.
option.
There's all this steel easy to get right now.
Yep, I don't have any, talk to them about it. So color, how you guys want it to look is the biggest thing, and you got time. Obviously, we don't need it today.
All right, I'm gonna mark it for the next meeting.
There's one other thing, and that's a little ways out too, is how you guys wanna handle the kitchen cabinets. How do you wanna handle that? One of you guys wanna be, or a couple of you guys wanna be,
Cheap!
it's not cheap, it's not about how you wanna do it, right? Like, I don't know, you want me to design it, pick a
Is there
color?
a good, durable product
Yeah.
for the?
Yeah, absolutely, but you got colors, you
You do it
got
every day.
door
so,
styles, you got,
As an option.
Because if I go down, you get the cheapest everything.
do you want me to have
Yeah, but it's all inclusive, easy.
Do you want me to have it designed? Like, I'll have it designed with my designer, and then I'll bring something back to you guys, put it on the table
Well, I
with
thought
colors
it was-
and door.
I thought we already had it designed.
Yeah, I thought there was a design in the blueprint.
Yeah, that's
but
just
it's
a room.
When she,
Yeah, that's just the room, not exactly.
when
how
she,
I'm getting
when she does that, she just
Kinda-
draws some kitchen cabinets in there,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah, it is.
It's
Do you want
not,
slate count? No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, it's granite.
it doesn't, yeah, it's not priced with granite countertop.
You go over your allowance on that one.
But I can, if you want, I can design it, get it designed, then I'll bring it in here
It's
and,
just a couple cabinets, nothing elaborate, right?
no, but I'll present it to you, and then you guys can pick colors and door styles and.
Because you want something for you
Well,
guys.
Something usable.
You want, a microwave and, something with some counter with some flow and kitchen, or a refrigerator, freezer type thing for you guys.
So do you guys wanna take the task and go figure it out, or do you want me to have it designed and bring it back and then,
Just please, yes.
Yeah.
I'll have it designed and bring it back and present it to you? And then you guys can change, if you wanna alter something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than picnic table than we put it on.
It'll be
Well, that's it, that's
easier
what I
to see
mean.
once we get near there.
Okay,
Right now, it's just a big hole out there.
right, but it takes, some of these cabinets are 8 to 10 weeks for these
Yeah,
cabinets. So if we take 4 weeks, if we take another month to figure out a kitchen, right, he has to design it, I gotta get it in here, you guys
I
gotta
see what
approve
you're
it.
saying.
You're a month, and these cabinets are up to 10 weeks out.
Really?
So you're.
Yeah.
So we don't have any of those.
Don't they have
that weeks?
Are they gonna update the showroom down there or something?
But to get cheap cabinets, I don't know.
You missed it, Eastburg just dumped all theirs. Did they? Yeah.
Well, what were you thinking?
So let me design them,
I didn't know I
let
had
me
to do
design
it.
something for you, and I'll bring all
I
the
just didn't
papers
think
in, and you guys can
Mhm.
yay, nay, I'll have a bunch of samples.
Yeah, so next time we can pick the.
It'll take you a bit, right? You're not gonna, and then I gotta bring it back to him and rezone it. It
Yeah.
takes a while to design
We're
that.
not really-
It's not like we can make a decision tomorrow, right? You're gonna
Say that, the man's right here.
Yeah, I'll get it.
They don't have a kitchen cabinet now, so if you put a plywood.
They got a picnic table.
Just
I'm pretty
Just
sure
get-
that picnic
just give them a
table's
kitchen
still
sink
in
so
there.
they wash their coffee cup in the mirror.
Well, Sean was kinda worried,
100%
they ain't gonna
bonus.
fit in there. No, I mean, as far as, I didn't design the ones I had in my house, I just said, okay, you do it. And
I'll get something going.
something simple,
I'll at least get something going, something for you guys to look at, and then you guys can run with it, right? I can bring it in, I'll do the transfer, like, have them start it, bring it in here, you guys make some changes if you do or don't, if you like it, I'll bring samples, colors,
simple and rugged.
you guys can pick it, and I'll go back and revamp it if I need to, whatever, I'll get something started, at least get the ball rolling. I think that was the only thing, we got time for that, but I just don't wanna,
Right.
they're
If you don't get it started, then
yeah,
you'll.
8 to 10 weeks out, and
Yeah.
we're a month from figuring it out, you know, you can, just wanna get ahead of it, that's all, don't wanna wait for it.
Dan, have you given any thought to help Sean with the electrical layout for specific equipment of any kind? That you,
Not really, I mean,
that would probably be something that you're gonna want him to help you guys with.
Right.
As things progress
Right.
before it's time that you're ready.
Right.
So some other things to think about.
yeah, oh, I've thought about it, but I just didn't think it was.
We have the old
Yeah.
drawings here.
So we-
Right
The
up
plumber would come in, we'd start.
The old drawings.
the 24, 36.
yeah.
So the plumbing part's pretty well nailed down on the print, it's how he's priced it or whatever, but like the electrical end of this thing and once the building's up, we'll do a walkthrough.
Yeah.
I really think that we should
Just for him to put it on paper, so.
I really think we should all be there. Like, there's gonna be meetings where I think we should get the board and Danny and us and go over there. Okay, what have you done? Take a look at it.
So the power's more external through conduit on these?
Conduit, yeah.
Okay, so it's more flexible than, it's not put in the wall?
It's gonna be surface mounted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Right, so, but he would still be helpful if
Yeah.
you want a specific piece of equipment somewhere.
Yeah.
Right, we'll do a walkthrough.
He's gonna need to know.
We'll do
You
that walk.
never have enough
You
outlets.
can do a walkthrough, have it on paper.
You could put 25 outlets over there on one wall, and there's still not gonna be enough.
Yeah, you know.
We'll do a walkthrough once the building's up. Right, you guys, but I think it'd be cool if we all, like the board was there and we all went through a walkthrough, you know. Danny can figure out where you want certain things, like Mark said, compressor here, this there, that there, here, whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll do that walkthrough when it's time. The plumbing, I think, we've got
The
to,
only thing I would have odd is where to put the eye wash, which is,
so I have to look into that.
The eye wash right now is.
There's codes to that, right? They're gonna want it in a certain place, so I don't know if they give you a lot of choices.
You're
no,
not,
I was just thinking, probably between the doorway going to the office and the break room.
Right,
I think it's,
On
it's
that
already drawn
outside
in.
wall,
it
or,
might be there already, but
I think that's what it's already drawn in.
that's gonna be a code thing, I believe.
yeah, it has to be in a certain.
It's gotta be in a certain place for access and certain, they don't want it tucked in a, we gotta figure out the codes to that.
Yeah, Jake and I were looking at that last Monday, and,
You gotta
the
remember
plumbing
to run
department,
it
we
every
were
once in a while.
trying to figure out what's gonna go
You
on
gotta
this lab,
remember
what
to
things
run
go
it
up
every
over to
once in
get
a
there.
while.
I think it requires me to.
Plumbing's pretty well,
You gotta,
it's locked in.
yeah, you gotta mark
We're not gonna change much on that.
Weekly.
Electrical, bringing outlets in, compressor here, there, like Mark said,
Really?
where you want your.
I know
things.
ours are at the plant, it's
Yeah,
big.
Jake's doing the airlines too.
Yeah, well, that's all gonna be surface mounted.
Yeah.
It's gonna be surface mounted there. But I mean, your building's gonna be up, steel's gonna be
Not
all
the-
done, that's all.
uh,
That's still a little ways away.
That's right.
It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be cold in there, we'll be running those things on. Yeah, but there'll be a bunch of walkthroughs, figure out where you want things. It'd be better if we could be in the building rather than here.
Yeah.
We might have to do a meeting a little earlier, or whatever you guys can do, we'll figure it out. But I think for tonight, the biggest thing was the concrete slab, how you wanted that to happen, the drains. I think we're good to keep rolling. I'll do my best, I know I'm gonna miss on Monday nights, but we'll do our best to get in here every meeting to give you an update,
Whatever.
kinda,
I got some paint too for those.
you got some
I
paint,
got some more paint.
more?
yeah, just gotta put them on,
Yeah,
You didn't paint them enough?
he did, but all the weight vibrated, knocked a
Well,
lot of it off.
The thing is with that, that come right from the mill,
Yeah.
it's got a mill scale on it and it's like foil.
But he was supposed to have heated that all.
He heated it up, but
He
then
heated that, everything, it was supposed to.
he heated it up and stuff, and he stuck all those things all in one, and they vibrated, and it slid, as you can
On the
see.
truck.
On
Okay,
the truck.
Boom truck, okay.
Yeah, so I got some touch-up stuff to redo.
We'll touch it up before we pour
Yeah, I
it.
got 4 cans coming to drop off, and I told them once they're done with cement, the next layer has to be where it has to be done.
Right, yep.
Either,
I talked to Brian Douglas about those whole things, and he highly recommended, that was the other thing I wanted to. Brian's not, you guys, I think he's offered to you guys, so, he's offered to you guys to do kinda like inspect it or whatever as we go. Is that something you guys are interested in? The only thing
We
I'm
approved
concerned.
that.
Yeah.
We approved his, services for submittal review and.
He doesn't know that.
We did.
oh, I thought we voted on it.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
why, because when I
We
talked to
did, and
him.
I let him know that, but
Maybe he just.
Oh, so we
refreshed it.
gotta get him a check and do the.
He doesn't know that. He said he didn't tell me rates or any of that, but he said he would do it by the hour.
right, that's what he said, it was an hourly rate
And he
outside
doesn't
of
know
that.
that.
But I think we have to let him know exactly what parts he's coming, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think he outlined it.
The other thing about that is I
He
wanna be able
outlined
to,
did he provide?
Because he needs to call, you need to call him, so we gotta keep him on good
Yeah.
basis.
Let me
That's
just
the other
look
thing.
up what he put out there and what we approved, and we can look at it.
Because when I talked with him the other day, he said we didn't, I said, I could've swore we voted on it.
No, not for the compaction, because that was something that Scott Goodhue
Right.
already had.
Right.
Yeah.
He had his own people for that,
It was his submittal review for what he is responsible for.
Right.
for the structural part, not for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
compaction.
Moving forward,
Yeah.
and I know that I've had a conversation a few days ago, he does not, right now, he does not know that, you guys want him to do that. So you need to talk about that. I wanna be able to, and also with you guys, we wanna be able to call
I
him
will look up the
Yeah,
minutes.
for questions.
Because I did some,
He's not gonna just keep talking to us,
Yeah.
Right.
he's not gonna just keep answering the phone when I call him
Yeah.
if he's not getting paid for it.
Right.
And I told him.
And
And
I'd talk to
I
you
know
guys.
it was.
I
out
believe
there,
we
but
passed
put
it,
out there.
I believe we voted on it already.
Yes, yes, you
So,
guys, you
yeah,
did, like I
yeah,
said, I'll find
yeah.
them.
I think it's a great idea.
And I
He
know
stays
his thing is
involved and
hourly, so.
we make sure that we can talk to him and he can give us any guidance that we needed. I think he needs to be, I personally think he should stay involved right to the end if you
Yeah.
guys.
What was his design?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's questions about the ballers, right?
Yeah.
I can't make that call. I can't say, hey, I wanna use cheaper steel. That's not what the brick says, right? I gotta be able to call him and, so he approved what we've got going on, like it's approved. I got a verbal approved, what we've got for steel and all that, it's all good. But I wanna be able to call him. I wanna be able to communicate with him.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you guys are gonna
You
want
and
to.
me.
Yeah, no, it's fine,
So just confirm that with him.
No, I will, I got it right here.
He doesn't know.
Over.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Schedule 80,
Yeah.
that's 6 in.
Yeah, I've done a lot of work with Brian, and he makes sure it's not gonna cave on his behalf.
Yeah, and like the baller situation, he's like, Sean, I could've used 4-inch ballers, but what you gotta understand, when you get those, you get 18 feet, you're gonna have 18-foot building, this thing's gonna look huge, and you're gonna have a little toothpick sticking out of it. And he said, I based that on, some of that I based on the looks.
Yeah.
Right.
Not only the structure, he goes, my design, I try to make the look. And he said, if I use the little dinky ones, it wasn't gonna look right, so that's why he stepped to the 6-inch. That's what his,
It's like building a 2-story porch with 4x4s instead of 6x6s.
But it was already figured into your amount,
yeah,
so.
yeah, no, yeah, we got it, it's all covered, we're
Right.
good with it, I'm just saying. You might, that's what his theory was about using, have you seen those things?
So Jamie's quote for some last, a little more pricey than what he originally.
Quarters,
Three
it
guys to
takes
pick 'em
3
up.
guys to lift them, and those guys ain't.
That's a
Right,
little more.
3 men to
Remember
lift
the
those.
Ballancourt?
That's how, I mean, they're beefy, right?
That's,
And
Yeah,
it's
but
all
he
they
didn't
want.
give it to us, that
oh,
was.
he did
Theirs.
Three of those guys.
It is steep.
They're in that
Okay,
stuff
I
all
was
day
just gonna
long,
say,
every
but that's
day.
part of their thing, not ours.
You
so,
take 2
yeah.
and 9, move us around like nothing.
Yeah, you know what I mean, when it
Right,
comes
takes
out that
2 to
way,
them, all they
yeah,
want. to move
it's
that.
still,
one of
nice, yeah. So that's okay.
So we're good. I mean,
Yeah, no, we're good.
one other, we'll have some garage door choices too, as far as color. You guys can do colors, as far as your color scheme, there's a bunch of colors there too. I don't have any of those samples, so.
Yeah, I was
So,
kinda curious about the
deal, depending
windows.
on what you guys wanna
I'm
look
sorry.
at.
I was curious about if they're having windows.
There is windows figure out. Windows and commercial openers.
Do they actually have doors that don't have windows?
Of course you can.
You can't get
Well,
one.
you can,
It's
yeah.
just a
Yeah,
pan,
we're
you
good.
either put a insulated panel in or a panel that has windows in it.
Yeah, all of, most of the barn doors are all no windows.
I would recommend that, and you can set those panels where you want them when it's time.
Yeah.
I would recommend you put them high where people can't look in, right? But you still can get the natural daylight coming out of them. Just put them up over, high, whatever panel.
Depends if they want to look out from there.
I was just gonna say, right now you
You
can
don't
see
want
out.
people
like
looking,
this.
you don't want people to
so
drive
that's
up
fine.
the garage. I
I
would
would see it almost anywhere.
Oh, that's right, the windows now.
If you look on the road side, you can see out in the
Yeah, they're all heavy,
The-
commercial grade, they do them all the time. Yeah.
The,
I didn't know if you use.
the door openers,
No, I use
whatever, are they,
use them forever. They're
Automatic door opener.
well, yeah, that.
Or push it.
better.
But I mean, is the motor center of the door, or is it off to the side?
No, I think they're gonna be, I don't,
Them are
not
big
100%,
doors
I
that
believe they're on the wall.
They're on the wall, right above the door, right?
Yeah, that's.
Outside of
They're on the wall, on
Yeah.
the side of the door.
Yeah,
On one corner of the door, up high.
yeah.
Yeah, I think most of the newer doors are that way.
Yeah, they'll be all Wi-Fi, this, that, the other thing, you know, you can. Programmable, all kinds of crap. But just keep that in mind with the color scheme that you're building. You guys are trying to figure that out. You got doors you can play with too.
Danny, don't try to open them on any Wi-Fi things.
Huh?
Wi-Fi doors.
You and Wi-Fi don't
You can,
mix.
you can just like with your phone, open it up. In Enosburg if you want, or you can do it in Pennsylvania if you want. Door open.
He's gonna be sleeping in the middle of the night.
I can already start my truck with
There's door colors on there too, when they next,
Yeah.
or whatever. They might as well do them
Or
all
put
at
it
once
in
and
their
then
own color door.
Yeah.
color code.
Well,
You do red, pink,
oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
I'm not sure if that's really in the color chart.
We're gonna paint the front door air purple.
I don't care, that would be cool.
I think there's like 8 or 10 doors that are the standard color for the price that he's done. You got quite a bit of choices to pick for colors. You can just do a white one, you can do whatever.
White's pretty, if you're gonna do any repairs or anything, it's easier, I think.
You guys can figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, you could do off-white, don't do like straight white, because straight white just gets too dirty.
White's white.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, I gotta be with Emily on it.
No, it's not, because I won't have straight white anywhere, it's just, yeah. no.
I'll get those two for the next meeting. I'll get the kitchen started and I'll get a color
Off-white's the
scheme
best.
for the doors, what they, you know, they look like. I'll get that for you.
She's creamy, creamy white.
Could they do a 3D picture like the front of the building, or, you know what I mean, or
They got pictures of
she-
doors, like he presents pictures,
Well, if
you
you
get
do blue
pictures of doors.
siding
Just
with
for the
creamy
doors, like,
doors,
you know
that would be
she
perfect.
went with blue, or a red building, blue.
Roadrunner.
Okay,
I was joking.
I don't know who could
I
do that.
think the blue building would actually
And
be good. I actually think it would, about simple
That's
as
always hard for people, right? Like
You're gonna
trying
be
to pick
ending
their
up
color
with all
scheme.
blue.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna have a
Scheme,
blue, or I'm
yeah.
like, what's wrong with
It's
that?
all depends on the color.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do we got, Francis, or blue?
There's a couple in there.
Sometimes just a simple body color in the white corner changes.
Royal blue.
Right.
So
No,
one
well,
blue
that's the
or
color of the trucks.
brown.
I would think you'd wanna try to match it with
Heroin blue.
whatever. I mean, the barn, earth tone, salt shed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
you
don't
don't
know
want
if I do
something
that.
shiny.
There's two blues.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be royal blue. You're gonna do
So,
slate, which actually isn't bad. So you could go slate.
Takes 6 meetings to figure that color. So that's 12 weeks.
So wait a minute, those are all white. There is not a cream color in there.
Those aren't the doors.
I know, so he's
Yeah.
gonna come up with something better than
School
that, but
night,
yeah.
kids vote.
No, actually, that slate blue is actually not
And
bad.
bring it over to the
Which
school,
one's the slate blue?
let the
This
kids
one?
vote on it, Eddie said.
Yeah, but I really don't care.
Right there.
Makes no difference to
It's
me.
like a gray, grayish.
Purple, pink,
You have to
gray,
do
blue.
secret ballot and see what, nail it down. Couple rounds, get it nailed down.
Oh, we should bring it
No
over.
matter
so
whatever
everybody that's
color we
working
put
out
it
there
in, it'll
gets
be
a
the right
choice.
color.
They're the ones that are gonna drive in there. every
There you
day.
go.
Exactly.
By not going red or green, you get the Irish and French out of it, we're just going with it.
yep.
Oh.
That's all I have. I don't know if you got any more questions
No?
No?
at this point.
Jason?
No, I'm good, I mean,
What's it now?
I'll have a couple,
Clerk update.
I'll be back in a couple weeks. Bring some samples.
Something else?
okay.
That's, wow, that's grayish. It's slate.
Well, if you try these,
No, these are almost 3.
Oh, wow. You're worse than me then.
And it's gotten out in the last 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah, I think everything's moving well, I mean, having progress,
We'll keep after it.
but, okay,
I think we're farther ahead than we were 2 months ago.
very true. Alright. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We're good.
If I have any questions, I have your numbers.
Unfortunately.
Delete.
You're lucky it's only a number.
I'll do my best when I get home, I promise.
I'm sure.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls.
Thank you.
So, Danny, driveway permit for Chris Owen, you, Minnow Brook Road down there, you said it was fine, so I'm just asking the select board to approve it.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, there's no, I can't see where you can put a culvert in.
I told him, cause, Dan Lucier is gonna be helping him with it anyway, so,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, yeah. So you did this,
Fine by me. Need a motion on that?
yep,
I moved, that they can put a driveway in.
Is it okay if I second it?
Yeah.
All right.
Take your time.
but I need you to just sign right there, and I'll fill in the rest. So the next thing I have is errors and omissions on the grand list for 2024. Things got all screwed up with St. Pierre's over on Skunk Hollow, and in the end, I'm not sure exactly what happened. It had a lot to do with current use and the fact that one parcel got put in that didn't even belong in there, and in the end, it's $15,000 we're not collecting in taxes right now. Not much you can do about it.
No, no.
So need a motion on the,
I make a motion that we accept it.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye?
Okay, and I need all of you, well, the three of you, to sign on this side. Stewart Shops, as you guys probably already know, bought out Jolly's.
Yeah.
And they called today because they're gonna be putting in a thing for a liquor license. They only do the Class B or whatever it is, so,
Oh, so they're gonna, well, they
yeah,
got
they
their new.
need to fix it so that they have the liquor license and not Jolly, and they're gonna be sending the application. So they called today and wanna know what they needed to do, because they need it like as soon
Before
as.
the first year?
And I said, as long as you guys tell me now, I can get you guys to approve it. When it comes through, I'll just, you know, you can put it through as an approval. So I just need a motion to say that they're
Approved,
okay.
that's the right shop.
Well, I make a
Okay.
motion, I make a motion
All right,
I don't wanna have to go to Richford to get mine.
that we
All
help
in
him.
favor?
yeah.
Aye?
Okay, because this way, if, you know what I mean, when it does come through,
Yeah.
I can just click a couple buttons in the computer and it's all done, we don't have to worry about it. And Ann, went out and had knee surgery again, so she may be out for a month or two, so we need an acting zoning administrator, which I'm okay with, but I need you guys to approve that I can do that. In case somebody comes in and needs something, I can just sign off on it, that's what it boils down to. Or
Okay.
to go to their DRB meetings.
Right,
you know,
right,
until she
okay.
comes back.
I move to appoint Emily as intern zoning, whatever.
Second?
All right, and hey, other than the health insurance, I haven't got to dive into that we talked about before, I'm good. That's all I had.
I got
That's why I
one
said
question. We were talking last week, somebody was, I can't remember who it was or where it was or anything, but it was just, they were saying something about putting a sap line underneath the road. And I said, okay, now we gotta do a permit. Do we have a permit form?
No, they just
No,
gotta
it
know,
needs-
she
it
just
just
gotta, she needs to know.
A little sketch,
Yeah.
right, is what we said.
Yeah,
Little sketch.
just that, so we know where it is, just
Okay.
so
So we
that
have something on record.
I thought something like a
No.
driveway permit.
No, well, as long as we know so that we can, you know, what I mean? When
Okay.
you come to a select board meeting and you can say it, I can write it down, it's in the minutes somewhere.
Okay.
That's about what it
Yeah,
kind of
that's what I was
boils
just
down to.
curious about.
Well, I think somebody else wanted to do, Was it Weibel's one to put an underground line?
Yes, and we had him do it.
We had him do a sketch, and that way it's documented for
Yeah.
forever.
Just says this road, this is where it
Yeah,
is.
this is where it is, this is what it's used for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So
Kind of
that's-
use a landmark or wherever.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it gives us an idea, cause now, cause
And there's more than what, yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff going side to side.
yeah.
I learned last week or so, talking to the underground, natural gas people.
Mhm.
Underneath the rail trail, they have to go a minimum of 15 feet.
Really?
I believe it.
That's why they had all of that stuff up there on, you saw them pipes sticking out for a long time.
so they drilled way down and
Well, when they were at my shop, doing their due, and I said, how things going? Well, it's pretty tricky here, because they require us to be under the rail trail area, minimum 15 feet.
Wow.
So that's something that's set either by the state of Vermont or the railroad.
or something.
The state, they rent that from the railroad, right, or some
No,
kind
I
of a
think the
lease or
state, I
something?
think the state,
Sure.
I think the railroad gave it to the state.
Did they?
It's now the state. It used to be,
I
'cause
thought
we
there
used
was-
to have right of ways and stuff when we owned them.
Yeah,
There was,
I thought there was a clause, or if they ever wanted it back,
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. I thought there was something, but,
if rail ever came to be,
or wanted it to
Back
put
again
back
or
in or
whatever.
something, but 15 feet is the minimum underneath that.
Huh.
So they were just pointing out to me, well, if you wanna pull natural gas, you plan on, yeah, but you'll have to do it over here.
Oh, over on like.
Toward
Richford
Richford
side?
more,
Yeah,
yeah, well, 15 feet.
yeah, works out good for you, that's
15, no, but 15 feet deep right next to it.
it's fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
short distance, but it's 15.
15 feet down, you might wanna go there, Mark, you might wanna go over there, okay.
I wish it was going by my house.
That's what a lot of people say. When's it going by my, I'm like, well, I guarantee it's not this year, the next year, or the next year. But,
Oh, Todd wanted me to bring up, Leonard Nichols' place. It's pretty rough and raggedy. The neighbor next to him, their power comes through there, and she's nervous if high winds or whatever blows it out, it's gonna take the power off her house. Wanted to know if the town could do anything or anything. I did not know. Wanted me to bring it up at the meeting.
so, the problem we have with Leonard Nichols' house, which unfortunately for her, is the town, so the town tried their part under the junkyard ordinance. It ended up going to the state. So the state fined them, they put restrictions on them, and he didn't follow them, and there's nothing the state can do about it, because anything you do, either you take over the property, and you're the one in charge of the cleanup, which is a massive amount of money.
Didn't we?
And the state won't do it because they don't want the property. And I have talked to the gentleman from Department of Environmental, and the state's not gonna do anything, which means the town. We tried to put it up for tax sale, the Wabels bought it.
That's
And
right.
somebody gave him enough money to buy it back, and he's paying the taxes, and he lives in St. Albans, he don't even live here. He bought it back, and now we're gonna put it back up for tax sale again, you still have to wait another year. And because the property is owned, there's
Nothing.
unfortunately, and I know that's what people say, can't the town do something? And we can fine him, we can do all kinds of stuff, and unfortunately,
Right,
there's
I mean-
nothing we can do,
Right.
because I have a stack of paperwork from the state this thick,
Then you can't.
and
Yep.
because whoever ends up with that property is gonna pay, you know what I mean? Yeah, to have it cleaned up, and the town could do it, and
But it shouldn't, yeah.
yeah. So that's what it boils down to, is no matter what the town does,
That's just like any of the tree limbs up through there, so.
Right.
It's
Right,
sad,
no,
because
no,
you wish, you know what I
no.
mean, because it's sad for her, because you really wish, like when Wabels bought it, actually, there was a clause in there for them to clean it up, and they were willing to do it. The whole shebang, because they have that meadow out there, 2 weeks before the tax sale ended, you know what I
He
mean,
came.
the deadline, he
Come
came
on.
in and
He
paid,
came through.
like,
So that's why nothing ever happened there. I was wondering, because I drove by that the other day and said, boy, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
It is a mess.
it is, and it's just, I don't get it, I really don't know why.
How many acre lot is that? I mean,
It's only a couple of acres because, Wabels have the right of way to that meadow out back.
so they have the
Yeah.
right of way through it.
Well, actually, I think they own, like, he has this lot and they own a little
There's a
section that
driveway,
goes through
because when we spilled the north there, Weibels let us push, we had
Yeah.
a spreader break down there. And then there was they had a road
Yeah,
that
because they
goes up
have,
and that
it's
way.
not even a right of way, they own this
Yeah.
portion, so I
Yeah.
think he's only got like an acre or so.
I would say like a village lot, it's not very big.
Right.
Yep.
I know.
Unfortunately, we can't.
No, I understand, but,
It's a good question.
yep, okay.
It would be nice if it just did, because then somebody would have to do something.
Right.
Well, it's not, it's a nice lot,
It is, yeah.
you know, put a
I
house
mean,
on
if the
it.
town would buy it,
But you can't if he's not willing, if he's
Right.
not willing to sell it, then you can't,
Right.
yeah.
but I mean, is there enough that down the road or whatever, the town buy the lot, clean the lot up and is there enough that we could get our money back out of it if we resold it
Right.
to something?
And maybe could we get some help to clean?
Right,
That's the big undertaking,
yeah.
would be the cleaning up part.
But we don't own it, so.
No, no.
Right,
No, it's
right.
just for
You know
discussion.
what I mean, if it
Just for discussion.
No,
would help, you know, and maybe clean the lot up, but maybe
Yeah.
bring somebody else into the town, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are gonna look at it and be like, you know, it could be sold as a building lot, cheap lot, but then you got whatever it costs to get this stuff,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't know what's,
I don't know.
Right, you don't know what's there,
I
and,
guess that would go as a brownfield, right?
yeah,
Emily?
no, I'll look, you know what I mean, just,
Brownfield cleanup?
yeah, it's,
I know they looked at the old Carmen store over there on the corner and they said it was gonna be, it'd break $1 million before they even put anything back up.
no, yeah.
is that why it's still sitting there?
I
That's
think
why it's
so.
still there.
Yeah.
Cause, I wonder if they took the tanks out of
No,
there.
it's still
they're
there.
Still there,
It's still there.
yeah,
That's sad,
yeah.
you know what I mean, it's
The
really
trees are
sad.
growing right up.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Right in the parking lot, the trees are growing underneath the
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah.
Kinda looks like one of them old western movies there when you see, you know, get abandoned.
It looks like Chernobyl.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
Oh, maybe we don't want to invest in it.
Yeah, well,
no,
No, it's fine.
that's all I had here.
that's a good question, actually. Keep it in the
Yeah,
back of
no,
our minds,
it's
you
like,
never know.
you know what I mean, kind of ask some
Yeah.
of the organizations we have if there's some way around
Yeah.
it. I don't really know,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Good,
So-
just get one there to push that out.
Tony, then he might say, well, maybe I got something.
Find something. Indian burial.
Yeah.
Chicken bones, that's all that is, just.
Anybody else have anything? 7:54, close the meeting.